Neno hili si hivyo. Mambo ni matatu.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that the video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine, as you can see. Kisumu is fantastic. And maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from. The county or the country. In case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, earlier today, the opposition met. And Rigathi Gachagua made some posts some 5 or 6 hours ago. This is what he posted. We are united in our patriotic duty to liberate our nation. We shall get this nation back on track together. God bless Kenya. And there was a photo in that post. And if you studied that photo very closely, you'll realize that one man is added in that photo. And the man is none other than Dr. Mukhisa Kituyi. Mukhisa Kituyi is not a co-principal in the opposition, but he was in that photo. For those who've been following my channel very closely, the last 2 videos, I opined and revealed to you guys that Mukhisa Kituyi was going to be unveiled as the head of the secretariat, which the opposition has actually created. And indeed, a few minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, when I was just preparing for this video, Rigathi Gachagua made this post. Let me just read it for you. The united opposition has appointed Dr. Mukhisa Kituyi as its spokesperson and the head of the opposition secretariat. Let me also reveal to you guys something. In 2022, Mukhisa Kituyi was actually supposed to be the head of Raila Odinga's campaign secretariat. I don't know what happened. In this video, I want to reveal to you guys why the united opposition has settled on Mukhisa Kituyi to head and be the spokesperson of the outfit. Before you do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or 2, click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposition, the united opposition, understands one thing, and I've been explaining and I've been talking about it on this platform on many occasions, that they can easily defeat William Ruto in 2027. But the only way to defeat William Ruto is if they agree and unite and front a single candidate. The appointment of Mukhisa Kituyi is actually aimed at ensuring that at the end of the day, the united opposition will front a single candidate to challenge William Samoei Arap Ruto. They actually understand the challenge ahead of them. But the question is, will they agree? For example, can Rigathi Gachagua agree to support Matiang'i? Can Matiang'i agree to support Rigathi? Can Kalonzo agree to step down for Matiang'i? Can Matiang'i agree to be running mate to Kalonzo Musyoka? Those are some of the issues which the united opposition will be confronted with. But in this video, I want to focus on why they nominated. Because I revealed to you guys, which means I had some of those information. I revealed to you guys that he was going to be unveiled today in one of my videos yesterday and in my earlier in the morning video. Why do you think they settled on Mukhisa Kituyi? Number one, and let us be very clear on it, there is the external influence in Kenyan election. The international community, particularly the US and the British government, will always determine who becomes the president of the Republic of Kenya. So the question is, why settle on Mukhisa Kituyi? They want to tap on the networks of Mukhisa Kituyi. Mukhisa Kituyi served at the UN at a very high position. And the truth is, during that period, he gained a lot of international exposure. During that period, Mukhisa Kituyi created international networks. That is what this team needs. Someone with international networks. Let us talk of Rigathi Gachagua. Does Rigathi Gachagua have international networks? I doubt if he has. But the truth is, locally, he is the most popular in the opposition. If the opposition were to settle on the most popular amongst them, the person who will emerge at number one is Rigathi Gachagua. But at the international level, is he appealing? Now you go to the next person, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. The truth is, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has networks when he served as the Minister for Foreign Affairs. But that was a long time ago. Things have changed. So they need someone like, for example, if they were to settle on Kalonzo, or if they were to settle on Rigathi, they need someone who can package these people and go and talk to their friends, go and persuade the foreign powers that the pick is the best. Now you talk of Fred Matiang'i. There's a story that Fred Matiang'i is actually a candidate of the US and the British government. And that's why William Ruto is facing a lot of diplomatic pressure at the international level. So the main intention or the main idea behind the appointment of Mukhisa Kituyi is they want someone with international connections, because they understand that for them to defeat Ruto, they need to win the support of those who are in power, the superpowers. The second reason why Mukhisa Kituyi has been appointed is for purposes of fundraising. The truth of the matter is that 2027 presidential elections in the Republic of Kenya is definitely going to be the most expensive election in the history of this republic. The government will spend a lot of money. Remember, William Ruto is currently in power. He's enjoying the power of incumbency. He has a lot of resources at his disposal. I just wanted to visualize that at State House, there is a budget. And part of that budget is just a small portion of it called printing. In that printing alone, they spend 2 million Kenyan shillings to print daily at State House. Can you visualize, even if you had to print a copy at 10 shillings, or if even they had bill photocopiers, 2 million. So those allocations are not for printing, and there are several such kind of allocations. So which means the government of William Ruto is actually using a lot of government resources for their campaigns. So for the opposition, they will have to raise enough funds. And where can the funds come from? Locally, and most of the funding will come from the international community. So they need someone who can create the international networks, convince them that, we are running for the presidency. If these guys win, then I'll be this position. So my friends at the international front, please pump money. That is why he has been appointed. Take for example, if Kalonzo were to be the candidate, where do you think Kalonzo will get the money to fund his campaign? That's where Mukhisa Kituyi comes in. Number 3, and this informed this decision. This team wanted someone with the political experience in Kenya. Mukhisa Kituyi served as a member of parliament. He has served in the cabinet. He's led campaigns. He's been a think tank. So he understands the government operations. He understands the political operations. He understands the front door and back door operations of the campaign. He fits there. For those who follow politics very closely, when Raila Odinga almost won the presidency, who was his head of campaign? You need to figure out and understand what I'm trying to say. In fact, I was talking to someone and he told me that the main reason why Raila Odinga failed to win the presidency is because in his team, there was nobody senior enough to manage that campaign. That the secretariat was being managed by someone like Winnie Odinga, who's calling the shots here and there. Then you have someone like Jimmy Wanjigi at that time, with Willis Otieno, for example, that was in 2017, managing the campaigns. Those are people who have never participated in government, fully running of government. So they did not understand a lot of things. They lacked the political experience. The only thing they had was the political will. Rigathi, Kalonzo, Matiang'i are sorting that by bringing on board someone with an experienced political hand to lead their campaigns. Number four, this team, in most cases, most people have always assumed that they're not serious. So now they're telling Kenyans that, you Kenyans, you are dismissing us. But now this is what we are doing. We have a secretariat. Now in that secretariat, we have Mukhisa Kituyi, who is going to speak on our behalf. Because another challenge this team has been having is communication. Everybody talking their own stuffs. So when it will be on the issue of that team, the united opposition, the person who will be speaking, Mukhisa, and he will be leading, which means they'll create some other team members to join the team. And lastly, the acceptability of Mukhisa Kituyi. I want to ask you, who do you think would have been more appropriate for this team to appoint as the head of the secretariat? I'm 100% sure that Mukhisa Kituyi would not be interested in running for the presidency. He's not interested in running for any other political office. That's one thing I'm sure about. Yeah? Number 2, he comes from the Luhya nation. These people are keen on winning the support of the Luhya nation. So they can easily embrace or accept Mukhisa Kituyi on the fact that he comes from the Luhya nation. So that if Kalonzo is picked, he will easily work with him. If Rigathi is picked, he will easily work with him. If, say, Matiangi, he will easily work with him. Ladies and gentlemen, do you think the appointment of Mukhisa Kituyi will change anything? Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.